Hello children, today I'll explain you the fourth lesson of Flamingo English textbook, and the name of the lesson is The Rat Trap. This lesson is written by Selma Lagerlöf. She was a Swedish writer and she was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. She writes generally on the themes of goodness in human beings. And this story tells us that there is a little bit goodness in every human being, and every human being can be changed with love, understanding, and care. So, in this story, we see that there are some characters. First character is the peddler. Peddler is the rat trap seller. He is a poor man who makes rat traps and sells them and earns his living. And apart from this, when he is not able to satisfy his hunger, he gets indulged in petty thievery also. Now the second character in this story is the crofter. The crofter is a simple man who previously used to work in an iron works, and now because he is an old man, he doesn't work hard, he simply lives all alone. And the third character is the iron master, who is an old law abiding man. He has a daughter whose name is Edla. Edla is a very kind hearted and compassionate lady. Now this story talks about a rat trap. Now what is a rat trap? A rat trap is a small instrument which is meant for catching rats in households and shops and anywhere where rats are troublesome. And even we people have in our homes these rat traps. So in this story, the author has taken three themes which he wants to describe through this story. The first theme is that there is essential goodness present in every human being. And the second theme is that kind-heartedness, compassion, and goodness can change anyone. And the third theme is of loneliness. So all the three main characters, the peddler, the crofter, and the iron master, they all are lonely people in their lives. So let's see what the story describes. This story moves around a man who is a rat trap peddler, a rat trap seller. He makes his own rat traps and sells them. The whole story moves around him, and in this story, he is a very poor man. He usually sells rat traps to earn his living. Sometimes he begs also. And at some other times, when he is not able to satisfy his hunger, he gets indulged in petty thievery also. One day, while he was busy preparing and making his rat traps, one strange idea came to his mind. And according to this idea, he started thinking that not only his rat traps are meant for trapping rats, but the whole world is like a rat trap. And just like you provide cheese or something eatable to the rat trap to catch a rat, to entrap a rat, in the same way, the world produces number of baits such as comforts, joy, happiness, money, and when a person is tempted by these things, he gets entrapped in the trap, which is a rat trap. So one evening when he was moving on the road, he saw a light grey colored cottage by the roadside. He knocked at the door and he wanted shelter for the night. And he was surprised that a man came out of it, and the man was living all alone without his wife or children, and he was very much happy to see a stranger on his door because he wanted someone to talk in his loneliness. And he welcomed him, he took him inside and offered him some food and supper. And then, after the supper, he offered him tobacco. And after they both were satisfied with food and tobacco, he offered him bed. He told the peddler that now he was living all alone, but previously, when he was a young man, he used to work in Ramjo Iron Works. And now, because he is not able to do so much hard labor, he has stopped working over there, and now he has a cow out of which he makes cream by the milk she gives, and he sells the cream, and by selling it he has earned a lot of money. So it was all of 30 krona he received the payment. And then he was so kind to show him the pouch, the leather pouch in which he used to keep the kronas, and he showed him 3 wrinkled krona bills too. And after showing him, he once again hung that leather pouch on that same peg from which he took out to show it to the peddler. So that night, the rat trap seller slept in the cottage of the old man, and when the next morning, when they both got up, the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow and he went to his work. But at the same time, the peddler also got up because he was ashamed that his head of the house has got up and he is sleeping. So he also immediately came out of the bed and he left the cottage. But after some time, the rat trap peddler once again came back to the door because now the old man who gave him shelter last night was not there at his cottage. He had gone on to his work. So he came back to his door. He came near the window and smashed the window pane and took out that pouch, that leather pouch in which the old man had kept 30 kronas. So he took that money and carefully kept in his pocket and ran away from there. But he was praising himself on being very smart, that how smartly and secretly he had taken the crofter's money, and even the crofter was not knowing that the same man had taken his money whom he had given shelter last night. But he did not choose to go through the main road, but he took a path which led him into a forest, and through the forest he tried to move and move and move, but he was not reaching anywhere. Ultimately, when he walked throughout the day and he did not reach anywhere, this idea, this thought came to his mind that this was also a rat trap, and he recalled his thoughts about the whole world which he considered as a rat trap. And now this same rat trap had entrapped him. He had let himself be fooled by a bait and he had been caught. Now what was the bait? The bait was the money that was shown by the crofter to him, the money which the crofter had kept in the leather pouch and had hung on a peg inside his cottage. So that money was a bait, and now the peddler was entrapped in his own rat trap. Eventually, when he was not finding any way out of the forest, he was so exhausted. He sat down on the ground and he tried to come near the ground. He heard the sound of regular thumping of a hammer. Now, the peddler realized that the sound was coming from an iron mill. Now he gathered all his strength and he walked in the direction from where the sound was coming. Ultimately, he reached the Rancho Iron Works, which was at that time a very large plant. And he entered the iron works from where different kinds of sounds were coming because the work was going on all around. Because he was an old man and he walked throughout the day through the forest and was extremely tired, he got warmth over there and a shelter of the forge. So nobody noticed him and he was completely ignored by the blacksmiths. Soon the iron master came into the forge for the inspection and he noticed the rat trap peddler. He mistook him because the light was very dim and he addressed him an old acquaintance of his. But the peddler did not try to clear his doubt because he expected that Iron Master might give him some money. The Iron Master invited the peddler to his home, and the peddler thought that going to the Iron Master's house would be like saving himself from this crime that he had done of stealing the money of the crofter. He later thought that maybe he will get himself into a trouble if he goes to the Iron Master's home. So he declined his invitation. Upon his declination of the invitation, the Iron Master sent his daughter Edla to persuade the peddler and to bring him home. The Iron Master thought that peddler must be embarrassed because he was wearing dirty and ragged clothes. So he tried to give comfort to him and he told his daughter that he must be ashamed of himself. So go and bring him home. When Edla came to the ironworks, she found that the peddler was surprised. He was alarmed to see her and he seemed to be frightened. So she tried to give him comfort and she tried to understand through his appearance that maybe he was a thief or he was a prisoner who had run away to escape from some crime. But the peddler also felt confidence in Edla and he accepted her invitation. He felt very guilty of stealing Crofter's money. He was now thinking that people are so good, even the Crofter was also good, who gave him shelter, who gave him food, who gave him comfort, and in return he had stolen his money and he had run away from there. But now he was cursing himself of stealing the money, but yet he accepted Edla's invitation.